with no eyes. He's blind, so I had to see him. And here's my little friend again. These little sparrows are some of the cutest little things. They're nothing but mouth, and they eat continually. It'll certainly give you something to do if you're taking care of one of those. Yeah, old Hoot, though, he's grown. By the time you see this show, he will have been turned loose, and he'll be long gone. By the time you see this, he'll probably have a little condo in Miami and house payments, a BMW in the driveway. He'll be like the rest of us, all trapped with responsibilities. He may even have children of his own. I'm just using a little bit of brown here, a little paint thinner, putting in some little tree trunk indications back here, far, far away. Okay, I tell you what, we need a little snow under there, so I'll just take that old big brush, come right in here. Maybe there's a little snowy area right there. Right there. Just sort of drop it in wherever you want it. And don't worry about it. Anything that doesn't come out just right, all you have to do is turn it into part of the reflections. Just take a clean brush, grab it, and pull down. Isn't that easy? Turns it into just instant reflections and becomes very pretty in your painting. A little bit of the brown. Put a little land in there. There. And off we go. Tell you what, let's get crazy. Maybe that comes right on out here, wherever you want it. In your world, you just sort of make a big decision and drop it in to wherever you want it to be. That's exactly where it should be. There we go. Now then, bring it right on down so it just goes right on off the canvas. Shoot, while we got that going, let's go on the other side here. I need a little snow right in here. Once again, don't worry about it being perfect, because anything that you don't like, you just grab it, go straight down, and it becomes part of the reflections. That happy accident, they end up being very pretty. Very, very pretty. Let me find the old round brush here. We'll go back to some of our colors. Yellows and yellow ochre and all those. A little bright red here and there, a little Indian yellow. Very subdued, just a few little things happening back in here. There we go. There. But I want this very subdued. I'm going to put a tree in front of it, I think, so I want this to be quiet, but it's far back in there. There we are. Now then, see, there's a little bush. He lives right out here. The sun's playing across him. It's a nice place to live. There we are, another one. And in your world, you just decide however many you want. Make layers of them, though. That's what gives your painting depth and distance. Let all those little things just happen. There we are. Okay, let's go on the other side over here. We don't want this tree left out. Take the liner brush, a little paint thinner, a little bit of the brown. Just pull in the indication of a little trunk. And this is, it helps here if you're a little nervous. Let your hand sort of wiggle and jiggle. That way you end up with a tree that has some character to it. It's just not an old, straight, boring tree. There. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed seeing Hoot and the other little creatures. As I say, we have got so many cards and calls wanting to know about Hoot and how he did and was he okay. I just wanted to show you how he's doing today. He is one of the most beautiful creatures I've ever had the honor of knowing and showing you on the program. And I feel sort of like he's one of mine, because I watched him grow up, and hopefully I'll get to see him released and off he'll go. And people like the bird lady here, they devote a tremendous amount of their time and energy to taking care of these creatures. And she's not paid. She does all this out of her own pocket. And the world needs people like that. They're special. They're special. There we go. A little brown down here. Like that. Now then, take our little fan brush, and we can pop in a few little things here just to break up that straight line, so it's not quite so boring. There. Take a knife, put in some sticks and some twigs and all those happy little things that you would have in your world. Some over here. And normally these little sticks and twigs go in the dark areas, not the light areas. They go in the dark areas. Now you know me. I always like these big trees. I get in more trouble with these big trees. Sometimes the director comes out here and yells at me for waiting to the last minute to do this, but I like big trees. Now if you don't want this in your painting, don't worry about it. Leave it out. I think, there ought to be a big tree right here though. I like these trees in paintings because they push everything back. It just makes your perspective different. I think it's very exciting to have these in. And it's also, your bravery test. We take a little touch of white, at least a little touch of dark sienna in it. And let's just go along here and let the knife just tap. Just tap. The canvas will take off what it wants, give you back what's left. That's all you have to do. Let the knife and the canvas work. Let it work. There. There we go. I'm going to try to put some more pictures of Hoot in our newsletter so you can see him from the time he was just a little baby till the time he's released. So maybe you'll get a chance to see him in there. We'll take a little touch of the phthalo blue and white, quite dark, and I'm just going to indicate a little shadow of reflected light on the opposite side. A little dark right in there, Van Dyke brown. And we'll add all that. And just by tapping, it'll all blend together, and you can make it as dark or as light as you want. But that creates that illusion of roundness in your tree. That helps create it. Okay, find my liner brush here. There it is. You have to watch these brushes. Sometimes they sneak off on you. There. A little paint thinner, a little brown. Now then, maybe there's an arm on this old tree. It lives right there. Just an old arm. Now this is done with an extremely thin paint. When you do this, if you have trouble making it slide across the canvas, chances are it's not thin enough. Add some more paint thinner and it'll work for you. There we go. Maybe here and there, there's just an indication of an old one. Liquid black works extremely well for just laying in little tree limbs and stuff. Let's take some dark paint. We'll just use some black and some blue and some crimson. Whatever. Round brush. We'll tap in some nice limbs up in here. There we go. Wherever you want. This dark is only so our lighter color will show up when we put it in. Not much. I don't want to lose all that nice background that we worked so hard to get in there. Okay, I'm going to dip the brush into liquid white. It's another round brush. And then go into my yellows and all that. Just tap the color. And with that, let's put a few highlights on here. Shoot, I think we're about to have a finished painting here. Hope you've enjoyed this one. And also hope you enjoyed seeing Hoot and all of his friends. And I look forward to seeing you next time. The old clock on the wall tells me I better leave you for today. So we'll call this one finished. Try it. I believe you'll like it. From all of us here, happy painting, and God bless, my friend.